everyone, I'm Jan, and today a little bit tell you the situation we have in Gibraltar, because many of you are interested, so how we coping here with the virus and what's happening. So for today we have, actually the cases are growing, and previously we had like 10 or 13, but on Friday we got the message and there is 41 active cases. So it was around 50 something, and I think like 10 or 13 recovered, but yeah, the 41 still active. So yeah, it's quite scary thing, I would say, guys. So yeah, it is growing, and you know, the situation in Spain, of course, is getting really bad, and Italy is still the worst. I mean, you probably follow in the news and you know that in Italy they had another record of like 900 something people died in the same day from COVID-19. I'm like watching and checking every day. I wanted to tell you, if you don't know where to check, because I'm seeing that some people don't know where to check, there is a site which called worldometers.info. This is where I'm checking out the numbers for the other countries, and to be honest, when I was looking at some numbers, and then the Spain had like Italy had like 700 something, and then it was 700 again, something low, and I thought, yes, it started to get better, but then like I'm checking out now, yesterday they don't have like today's numbers. I'm Saturday, making this video on Saturday, and on Friday it was 919. So that's the deaths. That is like really scary. And well, you probably know that actually America is #1 now with the total cases. The deaths, like for Friday is like 400. So it's like gone Italy, Spain 773, and then US is 41, and then France 299, and then now you have UK 181, and it's, yeah, you know, and you know, in the UK, if you're watching that, we have Boris Johnson now got that, Prince Charles got also virus, so it's, yeah, I don't think everybody expected it to be really like that. I mean, I also myself didn't believe it, and I still really hope and believe that it will start to get down. Well, end of March, April, and I was actually still having my hopes that by the end of April it will come down quite a lot, and I was really hoping that in May it will be quite clear. But like the longest I would think and hope it would be by beginning of June, I would think. It should be all clear out. That's kind of how I was hoping, because they're saying that hot temperatures killing the virus. So we really hope for hot weather, warm. Hopefully the weather will help us, and May will start to be warm, and it will start to come down. But I mean, right now it's still the end of the March, and the numbers are actually growing. And I mean, the whole hope was that China's reports, the China not even in the list anymore, the deaths. You see the new deaths, the China is, I don't even know where it is in the list. It's like quite way down somewhere. You see, I can't even find it like this, like weekly. Here, China is now, it's like 5 people on Friday. So yeah, they're saying it's mutating, and I really hope it's not going to get worse and too smart that virus is going to get. I just really hope it's not. But anyway, yeah, that's the situation now, guys. I mean, you're asking me about Russia, and to be honest, in Russia is also somewhere end of the list. So we have total cases about 1,000, and total deaths 4. One was on Friday. But I'm saying, you see, I don't trust much of this, because there are not many tests out there, and it's only one place where they're saying all the tests. Imagine Russia is a huge country, biggest country in the world, and can you imagine it's only one place where they're actually sending the tests? and a lot of so they can't confirm if people have who knows, seasonal flu and then dying from pneumonia. They just can say that was just seasonal flu. That's why I don't know. I don't think the situation, because when you look at all those countries where the medicine is not as good, and our medicine health system in Russia is not very good, I tell you, and so that's why I don't really trust this. So many of you think, yeah, the China is on the border with Russia, right? So it could have been straight hit, but like I'm saying, it's probably going to be just like more saying it was seasonal virus. So yeah, so what we have here in Gibraltar, well, it's obviously quarantine and everything's shut except the food stores and some drug stores, and people are pretty much at home. And we went on Friday to do some shopping. We're doing like shopping only once a week. So last time we went the previous week, and the whole week we didn't get out, we didn't come out, we just stayed at home. And on Friday we decided to get a little bit of food because, well, we kind of realized that it's Friday and we ran out of some fresh vegetables, because all the stock we had before we still have, we're still eating. You see how we eat not very much most of the time. We're making soups, very light soups, and for example, like we're using the chicken leg, and we make a soup out of chicken leg, and with some pasta obviously, and potatoes a little bit, carrots, so just a very nice light clear chicken soup. And it lasts for like 2 days. We're eating in 2 days. You see, 4 of us and 2 days. So that's why we have quite plenty of food. And so the only fruits and vegetables is the problem. It can't last, so they last for a while. And then we have to go and buy some more. So we decided to go to Morrison's, and we went around 10 o'clock, 11ish something, and the queue was huge. Started from the hospital area and all the way around the parking. So that was like, wow, first time I've seen such a queue again since 90s in Russian USSR times. And yeah, they're keeping a distance, of course, and we decided like we will not go on Friday, okay, and maybe it's just Friday and everybody just realized it's going to be Saturday, Sunday. I haven't checked the times if the shop will be open those weekends, or maybe there will be no delivery during weekend. So that's why people also maybe wanted to have some fresh vegetables, fruits and something, and everybody decided to go on Friday. So we went to our local other store, is Roski, and Roski was fine. No queue, nothing. So they give you gloves in the shop for free. And they also have, the cashier has a small screen as a protection, okay? So yeah, and pretty much in the Roski is a little bit more calm, I would say. Not that many people, not many queues, people still not doing much of the distances. They're trying to, but I guess it's not restricted as in the other places. Even though there are, of course, announcements, they're asking to like, please keep a distance, don't get close to each other. Anything like that. So, but the Roski a little bit more expensive here in Gibraltar. You see, that's why everybody trying to get to Morrison's. It's a bit cheaper, so that's why it's less people in there. But at least you could get fresh vegetables, some fresh vegetables in there, and we got some eggs finally. So we kind of, since last time I showed you the empty shelves, before that we also went the other day. Like the previous week, so everything was on the shelves. There was no like queue like this, but we had less cases, and I guess it wasn't as bad. And they had more stock, and but some, some runs out, the other gets back on the shelves, but the queue is really big, so that's kind of a little bit inconvenient, I'll say. So that's it, guys. Like I'm saying, I see people going out just walking the dogs, and sometimes someone just would walk on its own, or just two. Unfortunately, yes, there are some people, I think the young people who had, I don't know, yesterday, like Friday, maybe they decided it was Friday night or something. We had some people we saw partying actually, you know, having the music, and at least 5 people, 5 young people we could count on the balconies. So I don't know if there were more or not, but at least 5 I could count in one place and in another place. Because we have balconies, we can see people out there, and there's loud, very loud music. So yeah, I think it shouldn't be like this. I think young people do not understand still what they're doing and what we are going through. So and to be honest, we do have some also neighbors who does that, and really strange because they have older people with them, and you know, some people, like some of our neighbors, having a little bit behavior like sinning at night, like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning, and they are sinning, sitting on the balcony, talking very loudly, laughing, drinking, smoking, and sinning. So I mean, I have to tell you, you know, this quarantine is probably going to make some people very mad. So I don't know how long for I'm going to be quiet about it. I don't know, to be honest, what would you do with people like these guys? Any suggestions? I think I'm just going to make my camera and record them every time they're doing this, and then just pass it to wherever, to some you know, police or something, and they will decide what to do with them, because I think if you tell them don't do this, they're not going to listen. So that's why, I don't know, we will see. But yeah, it's really weird that people don't listen. That's why I presume you see the, like Spain, Italy, it's all locked now, right? There are no tourists, but people are still dying, and obviously you understand why, because that's what they do here. You see, the people don't, not everyone understands why you need the quarantine. It's not time for partying. It's not time to have fun, right? I mean, you don't want to get, like, of course, too mad, right, and be like too sad, but you know, you don't really invite your friends at that time, you know, for singing and dancing at that point, right? So sing and dance at cameras, right? So you have your camera, you go online and then dance and sing and do whatever you want with your friends for the camera, right? It's like not time to invite them to home, even if you think they are healthy, but you have older people with you who can catch it. I don't know, if you don't care, then, well, you know, what can I say? If you don't care for your parents or relatives or something, it's very selfish, okay? Don't be that selfish person, okay? You will regret if something happened to them. You will regret. It will be too late, you understand? It will be too late if you will not listen. Like I said, we all didn't expect, we didn't think it will go like this. I mean, this year happening to Italy and Spain, I mean, it's all in now US also, it's like in France and UK. So yeah, so like I'm saying, this, the longer we're going to be quarantined, of course, I don't know what this is going to be. I think people will just start to be mad at each other, like, you know, some people going to have party in the houses and some people are going to be mad at it or something else, but hopefully still, I've been reading and seeing a lot of on the internet saying that it's very much of the psychological right now thing. A lot of people get stressed and have a weird behavior. It's understandable. It's really hard to sit at home all the time. Just you know, like I'm saying, at least you have internet, guys. You have internet. You have connection. You can communicate to other people. If you feel some not happy, like really feel bad, try to talk to someone through internet. There are so many different chats and social sites and YouTube. Or start your YouTube channel, say, make videos on camera, talk about it to someone. You will find some other people who will start to write you comments. You know, you can communicate this way. You have the other platforms, like I'm saying, you can turn on your camera, you can do some dancing, singing, you can exercise, and you can post it all on the social sites, and there will be people who will be there for you and will be talking to you and making fun together. So you can do some challenges. Just check it out. There are plenty of challenges going on online, and I'm looking at it and thinking maybe I should do some crazy dancing or anything to take a challenge. So there's so many opportunities. Just think about those old days when it actually was back in when you have no internet, you have nothing to do at all, and you would be quarantined like this. I mean, there are still books. You can read books, you know, like I was saying. When I broke my leg, I was sitting at home all month and I was reading a lot of books. There is always something there to find. Just don't think about it, okay? Yes, the situation is not good at this moment, but if you continue doing what you're supposed to do, everything is going to calm down eventually, and it will get better. So that's kind of a little bit updates. I thought I will maybe do once a week these little updates for you guys to tell you what the situation, what's going on, and how many cases we have, and we're still okay. All right, so like I'm saying, you see, when I go out and we only go in once a week, and then so we go out once a week, and then we sit at home for about a week. So you see this period of because you never know, we went outside and maybe we caught the virus, but we don't want to spread it because we're staying another like nearly 7 days at home before we're making our next trip to the shop, you see. So we are doing it with the distances. So that's how you should do, guys. You know, you really need to think about other people. Stop partying really and going to see your friends. I mean, it's not the time. You have internet, see them through the internet, okay? Just talk through the internet, don't go physically. So just want to ask, because I'm saying that this Friday it was, I don't know, something like really madness, I would say. It's haven't been like this previously before. I mean, okay, we have those other neighbors who is like to sing at 2 o'clock in the morning, but some other people haven't seen them doing this before, so maybe they had a birthday or anything, I don't know. But I think it's still selfish to do it that way. Okay, so well, that's it. Once again, everyone, please stay safe, look after yourself, and take care of yourself and your relatives. Think about them, think about protect everybody around you, and we will go through it again. We will go through it, I'm sure. I still have a hope that we will get it better. I still will have more positive that April is going to be the month, and in May it will stop. I would just say May. Let's say before May it should start to come down. So I will be like positive like this, more positive like that. Okay, so that's it for now, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe. I see you next time. Bye, everyone.